So I'm working on a project right now to make a Christmas shirt, and I'm printing a picture of Mariah Carey, and at the bottom it has like a saying or whatever. So I'm putting this on the Siser EasySubli HTV, and the first printout that I did was really blown out. It was pretty bad, but it was like super vibrant. So here's the first one, and if I go in close, it looks very dotty and just really bad, and of course that is a hot mess. I'm guessing because the heat press plate wasn't completely over it, so it like splattered the ink everywhere. So my goal behind printing this other copy is hopefully I can overlay it on top of this other one and kind of get away with it looking like a hot mess. So let's see. Just a quick bit of information. I got this off of Amazon. I think it was like $13. And I have a Silhouette Cameo 4 Plus, and this was like the settings and information given for like cutting and stuff, but since it's just a rectangle, I really didn't need to do like a print to cut scenario. So I'm just going to use regular scissors to print this or cut it out real quick. Also, the temperature settings worked well for this first one. It did not dry immediately when I pressed it, and I did it like 4 times for like an extra 5 seconds or so, just to get that extra ink out of it. But they say 311 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 seconds should get the job done. Of course, prep your fabric by getting the lint off with a lint roller, and press it for a couple seconds before you lay down the EasySubli. I'm using a Epson 3760 that I converted to utilize the sublimation ink in this. According to a lot of YouTube videos that I watched, they said that using the Epson Eco Tank sorts of printers, that there's an issue with the ink drying. So you have to put it underneath the heat press plate for, somebody said like a minute, somebody said 45 seconds. I don't know. I tried more than a minute and it still was wet. I'm going to go ahead and just try a minute again and then just press it. Who cares at this point, because there's enough ink just in this first printout. Another issue with the Epson Eco Tank is the rollers in the printer cause like these dotted scrape lines across the print. So I noticed if you use like a Q-tip or something with like a cotton end and just like kind of dab it, it'll go away. If you don't have a Q-tip, just make do with what you got. I have like a weeding tool, and I just wrapped it up in a paper towel. I'm just trying to rub these. Now, be mindful that in the areas that has color, you can't do it obviously, because that you're just going to smudge ink around and it's going to be a hot mess. But if it's in the white area, it's generally a little bit easier, those are typically the areas where you're going to notice most of the flaws anyway. So what I find very odd on this sheet, it doesn't say to pull off the back side. Very important. So when you pull off the backside, this is what it looks like. It's just this film. You could toss that, trash it, do whatever you want. Nobody explains to you either that you have to be very careful, considering the ink is probably still definitely wet. You'll get ink on your fingers and it can get onto the white part, and you don't want that. Ugh, that noise was bothering me. Anyways, I put down just a regular piece of paper, printable paper on there. Nothing fancy, and I'm putting a slice of parchment paper on top, and then I'm heat pressing for about 15 seconds, I believe it said. The directions says 45, or not 45, 15 seconds, but I'm gonna go 20, because why not? So I can definitely tell that it went through that blank piece of paper. I think I'm gonna honestly just wait a while and just maybe let it dry or soak up. I'm scared to remove it, honestly. Last time it was smudged everywhere. It was a hot mess, so I'm gonna just leave it alone.